Meh. Okay. I messed around with audio settings a little bit because I was playing a game earlier. But I think this should be fine. I'm not actually peeking. This might be better even. Also, I put on some background music because I don't want to listen to the RuneScape music tonight. Hello everyone. It's been a minute. I've been very busy. Getting ready to move and not really having time to stream. Late nights. Lots of work. Oh. I think the last time I streamed was at the beginning of the clan event, which was a month ago. We did win. We won, by the way. We is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. I skipped basically 2 weeks because I couldn't really do God Wars. That was one of the weeks, and then I got obliterated by work for the Chambers week. But we're back. We have a little bit of free time before our next clan event. We're doing a clan v clan thing in a couple weeks. Or in... When does it start? That's soon. That's really soon. Like, next week. And I figured if there's one thing that I could do that would make me more available for content, it would be to get a Fang. I want to get a Fang, I want to get a Light Bear, and I want to finish my Crystal Armor. But one of those... TOA is a lot faster than finishing my Crystal Armor. I did start doing that around the beginning of the last event, and I'm at 1 Armor C. So it is going to happen. I am actually going to finish my Crystal Armor. So I've just been running some kind of chill 150s. I could run higher, like I've done up to like 250 with this gear, 255 or something. But let's do it this way. They're not particularly comfortable. So I'm gonna just be doing chill rates, at least a couple tonight. Probably not a particularly long stream because I have to work early tomorrow, which is unusual. I'm covering someone's shift at like 2 p.m. But man, I cannot wait to be moved into this new house. I'm very excited. Oops. The raw dragon warhammer hit. I'll bring melee. It's not a thing you need to do with this boss. Oh, hello. Brother, you want to hit more than like a 5? I don't want to say I'm like super experienced at doing raids or anything, but done like 30 or 40 of these normal modes fairly. Like at least a little bit experienced. I lost my chat window. It's probably not good. I need to find that. See, Major dies. I've messed around with some of the other invocations, but not running anything particularly scary. And I know there's a way to do the melee trap with the lines horizontal, but I don't remember how to do it. I think it's more specific than whatever I'm doing. Oh, the double. Something has felt weird with Kefri since last night. So I don't think I ever had those double lines like that, and I definitely have never seen a healer before in this invocation layout. Still on 150, right? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me find my chat. There we are. I wasn't potted. That may have helped. Fun fact. Stat boosting potions. They're pretty good in this game. Normally recommend using those. See, man, this is taking fucking forever. It's because you're not using your fucking potions, dumbass. Die. I've had really awful luck with the croc lately. Actually, remember the timing for this one. Nice. The first one I can get every time, but this one I don't know. Wow. We are definitely gonna pop for this one, though. Yeah, the event ended up... It went okay. Didn't really do a whole lot. I did like 25 hours of Vedion, or not Vedion, Calvarion. Got nothing except 3 champion scrolls and a curved bone. And I didn't really do any of the God Wars, I didn't really do any of the Chambers Week. I did do a lot of Huey, but also didn't get anything. I did like 50 solos. And I got a Tome of Earth. Oh, come on. It's so far. Tome of Earth on the first one, and then like nothing on the rest. Yeah, let's go. I don't think Tome of Earth is ever actually useful. Like I was trying to think of something that I could do with it, and just I don't know this. That works. Ow. Too slow. Taking one's fine. I don't think I've ever gotten hit by a screen before. That's crazy. That's not an icon I've ever seen on the mistake tracker. That one I do a lot though. I get dragged into poison very often. Come on, just die, buddy. You know you want to. I'm not a fan of the croc. Okay. Ow. I'm running on explosive ones early. my god, dude, chill. Oh, I don't have melee on. Oops. It's like, oh my god, I'm taking so much damage. Yeah, 'cause you're a dumbass. Kill you. Oh, and then I finished off my Hydra task so I could start with Mortimer. I did the new quest. I have not done Blood Moon Rises. Although I would like to soon. That's the other thing that I probably want to do before the quest. Or before the next event. Just finish that off so I don't have to worry about Quest Cape anymore. Done. Any Warhammer hitters? 76. Did he get smashed by the rock? I do not have gap on, by the way. Just thought I would clarify that. This is probably going to be a 3. Yeah. That's what I like to see. This is an unusually easy Baba. I guess hitting a 76 on your Dragon Warhammer does matter sometimes. Oh, that is the one thing I got from Calvarion. I did end up getting my 3rd dragon pick. So I can have one in the stash, one in my bank, and one in TOA forever. And just never need to worry about it. I don't even need to spec anymore, because they made it They changed the one down thing. So as long as you're here clicking, you're basically guaranteed a one down with 99 mining. Not that I really have a use for spec at Akka anyway, but I could someday. So, clan event was fun. I kind of wish that I'd gotten to play more with team stuff. What else have I been up to lately? That's the wrong one. There we go. I don't know, I wanted to do Shiny Hunting Week, or Safari Week, but ended up not being able to participate this year. So I'm a little sad about that. But next year should be, for sure. Getting moved into the new place soon. I think it did like, I don't know, 3 million agility XP. Oh. Yeah, let's not hit the melee with melee. That's better. I played a lot of 2-Heart. I've done about half of the routes, I think. Or at least half of the text of the game, because I did the main route. I say main, but the game's a little weird. It's like there's a sort of common route that you do as you go through the game, and then every route has something to do with that. So like you see a lot of the same events on every route, even though the route's split early. I played a little bit more Toho, but not a lot. I played a lot of Dankagu. Had a big skill burst. I've been doing setting some very good scores. Almost FC to 27, almost FC to 28, but it's like a really easy 28. And then yesterday we started playing Big Walk, which is fun. Nice little co-op game from the creators of Untitled Goose Game, which I really liked. I don't know if you can dislike Untitled Goose Game. Oh, why did I do that? I knew that was going to heal me. It's fine, it's not my supplies, doesn't matter. want to go for the 2. Should. Am I? No. Probably not going to be able to get away with 1 cycle on this. Oh, I'm not salted. Maybe I can. Big hit, big hit, big hit. Nice. I wasn't praying the right prayer. Oh well. Don't think it makes a huge difference, since I'm 3 cycling anyway. Enough, 1 more. And I do have Overclock 2 on. That's like pretty much the only thing. I keep thinking that I should learn Insanity, but eh. Don't really care at 150. Because, like, I could skull skip if I did Insanity, but also, you know. The main thing that I don't like is the slams not being in the same spot every time. Because Overclock 2 is just super chill. So I don't know, I've been playing a lot of RuneScape, but not interesting RuneScape mostly. Kinda just the boring stuff, Iron Man stuff. I tried out the Mad Angel. It's pretty fun for a mid-game boss, honestly. I really like the blue Mage Punish. That's a cool mechanic. I have been reading a lot too recently. I finished off the 3rd volume of Toradora, I finished Freezer Husband. I've been reading through an easier book called Ichigo Dome, which is one of the books that was a big inspiration for Your Lie in April. Which has been nice. It's nice to have a book coming out of Toradora that is just really easy to read. Because I don't know what it is about Toradora, but it's so much work to read. Everyone talks crazy. Can we finish? Thank you. Alright. That was pretty clean. 3 mistakes. And one of those was Roar. Volatile? Oh yeah. So really, that's basically free. And are we rewarded? Never. Another black gem. There's no use for these, right? identical gems? Jewel. These are just elks, right? It's not like the Muspa things where you can get an extra roll somewhere. So I guess that's another mill in elks. Which is not that bad. I'm pretty tired though. It's been really smoky, so I haven't been sleeping that great. Which means I should probably not stay up as late tonight as I normally do, even though I just got up from a nap. But I do think N1's probably in the cards for December. I want to take my test, get that done with. Just to say I have it. Be like, yep, I passed N1. What about it? Would you like to give me a job now? That'd be cool. I like being paid for my work. I guess I don't have to come around this way. That's the wrong one. It's not a very good attempt there. Oh, definitely don't want to be in there. What? What just hit me as 16? That's too much to be... That's not enough to be a bomb. Huh? Did I get, like, hit by an egg exploding or something? It's not showing up on the tracker. Nearby egg explosion. Okay, that makes sense. So what the hell does 16 damage in this room? That's enough to not be random chip, but it's still a real hit. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to... do a prey pot. Maybe not. Big hit, big hit, big hit, big hit, big hit, big hit. Nice. So I don't know. Has not been very exciting. Just kind of in waiting mode right now. A lot of things on the horizon, but nothing actively happening. I did the very fun exercise of going through and counting out how many hours I've played since my last major upgrade on this account, though, which I would not recommend doing if you, like, value your sanity. Because, holy shit, dude, I have not gotten a drop in so long. It's been, like, probably 100 hours of bossing since my last real drop. Plus the, like, 200 to 300 hours of skilling I've done this year. I do still think I want to max this year. Like, it's possible for sure. I'm just not sure how much I want to do the rest of agility, mostly. Everything else should be normal. And also I'm kind of enjoying actually playing the game instead of running in circles right now. And I mean, I could do SAP, but I don't really want to do SAP. They said something about making the Worm Agility course more AFK, which I might investigate once that update goes through. Because if I can get that down to, like, I don't know, only a couple clicks per minute, that's a lot better for my side monitor content. There's probably a faster solve than that, but... my solves are getting better for that. That used to be one of my weakest parts of the raid. I'm not getting a blood orb? There we go. Okay, we took the stupid path, so... I know this room's east-west, but I keep forgetting. Fuck you. There we go. Finally actually cleared some stuff with those. I'm gonna need to go back to Zulrah soon. I'm almost out of scales again. $66. There we go. Fix that inventory real quick. Get out of here with these bananas. Kind of reminding me, one of the more exciting things that I'm planning to do in this new place is get a real piano. I've wanted a real piano for a long time, but have not had the space or kind of permanent setup. But I'm really looking with this space to stay here for a while. At least, hopefully like 4 or 5 years. Ow. Too slow. Thought he was gonna die. Please die. Thank you. That's really fast. But they've also changed CG since the last time I was there, so now that I'm thinking about that, maybe I should be doing that instead of this, but I don't know, TOA is more fun than CG. I really hate Corrupted Gauntlet. I've talked about this extensively. It is my least favorite content in the game, and there's nothing else even comes close. Dude, what burned me? Stupid ass laser. Like, there's some jank stuff that I don't like in TOA, but there's nothing about CG that I like. I just fucking hate CG, dude. Awful content. That's the wrong prayer, buddy. Maybe it's better now. Since I know it's faster, without needing to pick everything up, you save just so much time. Other than the 20 hours of solo Huey I did, been in a fairly good mood with this game. Oh, hello. How's it going? This is not Japanese learning content. But good morning. Is it black? Nope. Ah. Nice. I see. I've been saving those for my closes lately. Very nice. To just set my phone up on the rack and wash dishes for an hour. And then get some Mia singing in. Because then I don't actually have to be watching. Which sometimes I do. But a lot of the games and collaboration stuff they do, it's like I kind of actually want to be seeing what's happening on screen. You're working remotely? Nice. Ow. Um... Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I have not been active as much as I would like to be, just because I've been working really weird hours, and then getting ready to move into my new place. So I don't have a lot of my setup things. Yeah. Game streams, it kind of depends. Because I usually watch streams before bed, too, and so I like stuff that I can, watch but isn't too exciting, and then also kind of close my eyes and still be able to follow along with what's happening. Which is fine for a lot of things. Oh yeah, it's a good move. It's into a bigger place, it's fairly close, and it's ground floor. So I'll be able to get my arcade cabinet and controllers and stuff set up, and then not need to worry quite so much about being loud at night. Which are some of the things that have been stopping me from streaming as much. And then also have more room for books, which is good, because I just ordered a lot of books. Which is probably not a good idea right as I'm getting ready to move, but, you know. Wow, with a better hit I could have completely skipped orbs there. That's crazy. Did I completely skip orbs? I did. Okay. Yeah, one of my goals, I don't remember if I put this in my log or not, but it's been... I've been trying to read more book and light novel stuff this year. Soggy said it was the year of the novel, and then I read, I don't know, half of a novel in the first half of the year. But I've been doing a lot recently. And especially I want to get a dent into some of the physical novels that I have. But I don't know, something about Toradora is just... It's so hard to read. I don't know why. I switched to literally anything else and it feels so much easier to read. But I did finish Volume 3. And then I've read most of Ichigo Dome. Mage? Yeah, mage. Oops. Please stop hitting me through prayer. I don't want to eat. Fine, I'll eat. Chill out, buddy. Chill. My goodness. Yeah, it feels really good to finish things. No, I feel that. Um, okay. Especially when I like... You're in the book club server, right? So you see all of like Bungaku and Pocket Cat and Biblio's updates and stuff? Or could see them. Surrounded by people who are finishing books in a week, and it's like, man, I should do more. Which is good. It's nice to have that kind of group motivation. But manga's nice too. I do still have a bunch of manga that I want to read this year. Oh, you're not? Okay, yeah. I mean, they're all the natively people, basically. I think it started as a natively book club server. But Bungaku started a little accountability thread where she bugs people to read their 10 pages a day, which has been really nice. That's helped a lot. It's assaulted. Yes. Yeah. I definitely feel that. They were really nice when I was, like, just starting out. Having people to read along with and be able to ask questions on the forums was nice. But then, pretty quickly, I was like, I don't really want to take 3 months to read a level 20 manga. I think I can just do that. I think I can just go do that on my own. But it's kind of similar to how the old read every day threads used to work, except with a little bit higher level reading. Yeah, I can send you the invite. I think Kat posted it somewhere on Natively. More Chinese this year. That's exciting. For the purposes of Japanese, or just doing more Chinese? I guess if you're reading Chinese books, then for actual Chinese purposes. Okay. Please, please, please. Ow. Rather rude combination of lightning strikes there. Brother. Okay, uh-oh. That's not good. I do not want to die. Thank you. Oh. That was rough. Those are rough wardens. Are we lucky? No, never lucky. That's pretty good. 6 Renars. Chinese is your next learning challenge. That's cool. Much less intensely than Japanese. Yeah. That's one of the nice things about going to another language, though. Especially one that's shares some amount of writing system. It's like, oh. Not only does it go faster, but you can kind of like look at your Japanese or whatever other languages you're learning, and you're like, oh, I actually do know how to do this. I'm way better at Japanese than I think I am, compared to actual level 0. I had been investigating starting doing some Spanish stuff. Am I really down to 3 super anti-poisons? That's unfortunate. Oh, I'm down to 0. Okay. I guess I could take... Where's my antidotes? Oh, before I forget, let me see if I can send you that server. I think people should be waking up soon. It's East Coast wake up time. do another raid tonight? Or do I want something else? I should do raid. I don't... All of the other things that I want to do in this game, or that I need to do in this game for progression, I don't really want to do. And raids are just like the least... They're the most productive thing that I can be doing that I hate the least. Alright, I asked Kat for an invite link. Since I think she's the only one who can make those for this server. If not, then someone else should be up soon. Or Soggy should be able to. Soggy or Bungaku, and I know Soggy is up around this time normally. And when I get that, I'll send it to you. Oh yeah. I love optimizing the fun out of my experience. It's great. It's like my options right now are... I need to get Fang and Lightbearer, so I need to be here doing TOA. Or... I need to go to the Corrupt Gauntlet, which is my least favorite thing in maybe any video game ever. I hate the Corrupt Gauntlet. Or, go run laps for 100 hours to finish off 99 agility. Of those three things, when I have active game time, I think one of them is a clear winner. But that's what the clan events are for. Nice to get a break from kind of the monotonous Iron Man stuff. Go kill some random bosses for a while. But we did win our last event. We were doing a VTuber Oshi Cup. So had the clan split up into teams based on... It ended up being basically based on generation. So there was like a myth team, and then a 4th generation plus Suisse team, and then we were on gamers. And then every week there were a bunch of challenges to do for points. And we won. Gamers won. So we got a special little clan role, which I don't know if it's gonna pop up big enough to see. But we have little Hellcat roles. I played a little bit. Because I was really interested in how the Steam version was gonna work. But then the Steam version is like trivially easy. That's the wrong item. That's the right item. I keep meaning to run this way after the first line. And then I played a little bit. I downloaded it on mobile just to do some ranking stuff, and then I realized that ranking kind of doesn't matter unless you're doing a lot of the gacha. I'm really interested in some of the the harder end charts that people are making though. Customs and things. I want it to be good on PC so bad. Just because I like 6-key rhythm games a lot. Yeah, it is kind of fun to see those. That should still trap melee. Yeah, the per member leaderboards are kind of fun. I will say it has kind of destroyed the rhythm game thread in the Mio server. It's all just what's the mini game? The Poke thing? I did like playing Project Sakai for a while, but the Japanese Project Sakai server was really nice because you logged in and it gave you like, I don't know, like 100 song tickets. And it seems like that's kind of been the problem in Holodori so far, is that there's a lot of songs and not a lot of way to unlock songs. So I'm kind of hoping they do something about that. I know GG had cleared all of them, so there must be a way. Oh yeah, there's so much. There's so many nice little features in this game that are like would be dream features in any other rhythm game. I just need it to get a little bit just a little bit more polish, and then especially get the PC port working a little better. But it is nice. I think it's good. It's a good game. Yeah, I guess that's a good point, is that it's being around longer just means that you do need more of that. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's... Why am I not mage? Die. Please, don't chomp. Thank you. What am I doing? Where's my gear? I did think it was funny that they... How long was it between the launch of the game and the first banner? It's like 3 days or something. Just going straight into swimsuit time. I should probably log in because I think there was a free 10 pull for something. But in general, it's kind of a pain to play on my phone, because I can't really use my Bluetooth headphones for rhythm game, and then I have one of those stupid USB-C audio jacks, which isn't bad for, like, latency, but it is a little annoying. Especially for a game that's as resource-intensive as a rhythm game, to not be able to have it plugged in while I'm playing. Oh, I did see that. Yeah. There's a new event for me comment. Is that gonna work? Make it work. I kind of want to get a tablet at some point for mobile rhythm games, so I can play like Archaea and stuff. Is that gonna drag me? No. No, that's yellow click. Please, don't do this. Thank you. Sometimes this game is just rude. What do you mean? I was so through that wave. I hate this croc. That didn't even count. Wait, what? I got hit by a wave, but it didn't count as a mistake? Okay. Yeah, having the headphone jack is really nice. Just in general, I kind of miss having that. But I guess I switched to listening to music mostly on my MP3 player in the car, so I don't really need it technically. Just for podcasts. And even then I downloaded a lot of those. I should get back to listening to the Suisse one. I listened to a bunch during my listening challenge earlier in the year, and then just kind of stopped. But those are fun. The acoustic songs? Maybe? It's the one, Heikos and Scramble, where she's... Sorry, I had to use my brain for a second there. Why did I drink that instead? Oh. I need to use my brain for a second and then use my potion on the guy instead of the... It's the one where it's like a anime radio type podcast with one of the seiyuu from... I can't remember which horse she is. I can't even remember what season It's one of the Umas, among other things. But I think it was, yeah, it was originally posted on YouTube. And then I downloaded the whole thing and put it on my MP3 player so I could listen to it in the car, and then just didn't listen to it in the car. I will again someday. It's pretty old. Like, I think it ended in, like, 2023 or something. But one of the big PVMers in our clan is a big Suisse fan, and so sent it to me. I was like, yeah, okay, I can listen to this. This seems like it'll be fun, and it is. I'd been kind of thinking about trying to do the same thing with the Asamios, but sometimes those do have visual content that matters. Like, especially when she's reading off the responses. Man, did I just miss every single one of the volatiles? No. Please? Okay, got at least one. Done? Done? Nope. That works. Oh yeah, it's so nice. Very pleasant to listen to that in the evening. Am I salted? I am salted. Okay. Because they do end up usually being around when I'm going to bed. So if I watch them live, it's either before bed or in bed. But it's also nice to just kind of watch them in the morning. Pour a cup of coffee or something. I don't know if I would enjoy them as much while driving, which is generally when I'm doing podcast listening. I mean, definitely still enjoyable, but maybe just not. Oh my god, I didn't think I was going to make that. Sometimes the RuneScape jank giveth, and sometimes it taketh. No. Thank you. I've really been meaning to get back into more audiobooks as well. Oops. Please, 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 please. Thank you. Not necessarily Japanese, just kind of in general. Oh, come on. Die. Especially since I've finished a lot of my longer running podcasts at this point, or I'm caught up at least. Oh wow. That's a lot of audiobook, if you're catching up to that. Because how many books are in that series? That's like at least 20 or 30, right? I want that, and that, and that. There we go. Oh, nice. That is a name that I have seen before. But have not actually listened to. White, red, black, red. Up to 24. So that's fairly significant still. It's all ran out. Okay. Because those are probably like, what, 7 or 8 hours each? Or is that a longer... I can't remember. There was one series that I was talking about, Biblio. We're talking about with Biblio. I do not remember what the next one was. Sometimes we get lucky guessing. Where they were like, ah, these are so much longer than other light novels. 8 to 12? Okay, yeah. Because I made some comment about how light novels are like almost universally around 100,000 characters long. But then some of those were longer, I think. Oh yeah, they're nice for long driving. That's what I've found as well. Podcasts are nice for the kind of short, constant starting and stopping, but then if I'm driving like an hour or more, then I like the audiobooks. Okay, yeah. Those are definitely longer sometimes. The first, I think, 10 or so of those are actually in this package that will be showing up soon. Which I do not think I am ready to try to read physically, but we can dream. Yeah, mixed feelings is a good way to describe how this series is. At least from the show. Two of my favorite like seasons of anime of all time are from the Monogatari series, and then also several of what I think are the worst series, or like at least most uncomfortable. So my rating spread on this show goes from genuine 10 out of 10 to like 5 out of 10, depending on what arc we're dealing with. Very divisive. By first volume, do you mean Bake? Because I know some people start with Kizu. That's the wrong gear. I think numerically, Bake is still the first, but chronologically it's not. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that one's got some weird stuff in it. They all have weird stuff in it, I guess. But it's definitely a vibe. And I know the, one of the book clubs on Natively is currently reading another of his books. Oh, I'm gonna die. Uh-oh. Please. Please. Be humble. Thank you. I think it was Bishojin, no, Bishonen Tantedan or something. Pretty Boys Detective Club. Yeah. Mage. Right. This is 3. losing my ability to focus really hard, which is not good during Wardens. It's like, what is happening? But I think they were encountering some of the same problems with his writing style. Yeah, I remember I really liked the anime for it. I'm gonna have to 4 down this. Probably not. But I think that was even before I started learning Japanese. That was a long time ago. Maybe very early. So I think it was like 2021. And definitely before I read, whichever book that was, the Rampo one. I'm excited to try them out at least. Probably will be a while before I'm actually reading those, though. It was the... I think the first one in the children's series. I would have to pull up the name. And then I found the second one at a thrift store. Which I'm very confused by who is reading this series in Japanese and then donating these copies of the books to a thrift store. So I was going to read that at some point. Probably still this year. Because I don't remember the first one being too hard to read. Even at the time. Because that was a couple years ago at this point. Please move, please move. Range. Wow. That's fast. Okay. That was pretty good until the end. Nope. I guess purples aren't that common at the rate level that I'm running, but it's still, wow, that is a bad chest. How much is that? It's under 100k. Okay. Oop. Okay. Link server. Alright, not in the Dirtle one either. I know at least one server you're in. Alright, there's that link for you. Cat's only big rule in this server is no politics or heavy world events or doom discussion type stuff. But it's mostly focused on Japanese learning and other language learning. Like there's at least one Korean learner. Cat talks about French sometimes. But primarily book and reading related stuff in whatever people are doing. Fairly small. Fairly... like it's regularly active, but it's a small group of people, which is nice. And a little bit of natively discussion whenever new stuff, because I think every single one of the natively librarians is in this. So if you need any of that kind of work, like any listing information updated, this would be the place to go ask for that. Aside from actually submitting a request. Okay, yeah. There are some other WaniKani related servers that get a little bit heavier sometimes, and Cat wants to avoid that here specifically. Which is fine with me. Did I catch up to red yet? $46. Ways to go. Probably don't need 7 brews. Probably don't even need that many brews. I don't think I'm gonna do another one tonight, though. It's definitely straining my ability to focus at the end of that. And then I still have to do my reading tonight. Because I read like 10 or 15 pages of my book. No, TCM's back. Yeah, that's crazy. This guy, now draw her, in RCC is... where is he? Where is he? He's killed 30,500 regular Vardorvis. Which is, I think, rank... It's top 5. But he was taking a break from it and then came back and he's like, hey, what if I just, like, killed 100 awakened Vardorvis? And I think he's now past 100. There's no high scores for this. You can't... There's no reason to kill more than one of any of the awakened bosses. Oh, there we go. Yup. Like, you only ever need to kill one to get the Blood Torva unlock and the combat achievement. And it costs money every time you want to fight it, because you have to use an Awakener's Orb, which costs like 300k. I respect it greatly. But then I think about how he has spent more time killing Vardorvis than my main has, like, playing the entire game since the launch of Old School RuneScape. And I'm like, wow. That's crazy. Because I remember it started out as a pet hunt. He really wanted the Vardorvis pet, and he went super dry on it. It took like 12,000 kills to get his pet, and then he just like kept going. He's like, well, I don't know what else to do now, so I'm just gonna keep killing Vard. And now he's still killing Vard. Just in a different way. Just fun. I should do something else tonight, but I don't know what to do. I don't really want to do a full raid. Do I have any chores? Nothing really to cook. I don't really need crafting XP anymore. Don't really need fletching. Am I good on potions? Don't really want to elk. Don't really want to run laps. Could clean out my bank. Nah. Red's not online, is he? No. I don't know. How many reads was that tonight? Is that 4 or is that 3? $35, $38. Okay, I only did 3. I guess I could do one more. I could open my cards. That's what I can do. This is a fairly recent addition to the RuneScape ecosystem. Ooh, nice. And someone made a trading card pack plugin for random items from the game that you unlock points for by either getting XP or by killing monsters. That people have been going crazy for. I haven't done that much of it yet. But we decided RuneScape is not... Ooh, legendary mummy's feet. Foil. We decided the gambling game is not enough gambling, so we have to add more gambling. And then some people have made it into a like challenge type series where you can't use items in the game or talk to NPCs or do anything until you unlock the card for it. Which is kind of fun to watch, because it's totally random. It's at least a couple series that are interesting. Morrigan's leather body. I forgot that was an item in RuneScape. Oh. I'm out of Gamba. Sad. Yeah, people are so creative with the plugins in this game. One of the more exciting pieces of news in the last news post was actually that they are doing some back-end engine work to potentially support official localizations for Old School. Because one of the problems right now, there are plugins that translate things, but it has to be an overlay. So it'll just be something that's sits on top of the UI like this, rather than being in the text box or on the item menus themselves, which is a little annoying. Because there's no extensive character support in the game, and there's no other font options. But if they even add the option to have other fonts in the game, it will not take long for people to translate, or to start translating things at least, which would be huge. Back in the day, that was actually one of the main things I did to learn French in RS2. Just noticed that you could change the game language to French and was like, oh, okay. I guess I'll play, you know, a couple 100 hours of this in French and learn some words. And I did. Not that I really have any lack of Japanese things at this point to read or to play. Because at the time, it was really hard. I could not find, like, books in French. Couldn't really find a lot of movies or anything like that. Now I'm sure I would have no trouble finding more stuff. Yeah, it's just nice. That definitely is true. It's nice to have the option, at least, to change things. Even in a game like RuneScape that regularly has English words that I don't actually know the meanings of. They might be easier to read in Japanese, actually. Because a lot of them are like Latin root words. Which means that they would just get, you know, whatever fancy kanji. But then you'd know what they mean just by looking at them. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do another one, and I don't really want to teleport out of here. Because I'm on the bad spellbook for teleporting. And then I would have to come back here and re-gear. So that's probably all of my raids for tonight. But that was pretty productive. Any amount of raid progress is good progress. I don't think there's anything else I want to do tonight, though. So I'll probably be ending here so I can go read and get ready for work tomorrow. But thanks for hanging out. Got that Discord server sent to you. Ah, yep, looks like you joined. Cool. Alright, thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your night.